Hey folks, it's Josh, Stoney Ridge Farmer. Welcome back to the farm. We have the 52 FARMALL Super A tractor here, and we're gonna try and get it started today. So my dad did a little bit of pulling wires off, I guess is the word for it. He pulled some wires off so that he could go down in our basement and keep that engine turning. About once a month, he'd go down and turn that engine to keep it fresh, to keep oil on the cylinders and everything. Therefore, we had some Scooby-Doo mysteries to solve. Let me show you the generator right here, and maybe some of you tractor experts can explain to me what I'm looking at. Let me show you. So just so everybody knows, this is to hold the plows up off the ground right here. That's why all these straps are here, but this is the generator setup, and this wire was off. I think this is the voltage regulator, and that wire was off. And my dad had taken this wire and that wire loose so he could turn it. Now I'm a little bit afraid to turn the hand crank for fear that it might start up on a half a crank. So we've got a new battery here, and we've got a little bit of engine starter fluid, and this thing ran great. It just had been sitting for so long. So we've got a shot of starter fluid, we've got a new battery here, and I had a jump box that I received from a company, and it just melted. So it melted down right here. So what we've got to do is probably pull that old battery, slide this new battery in. We pull this little cable right here, and that engages our starter and fires it right up. So let's see what happens. Let me be abundantly clear in telling you that I am not a master mechanic. I'm not a tractor mechanic. I'm a guy in his backyard trying to get an old tractor to run. So if you have any good advice to help me get this tractor running, please leave it down in the comments, and don't be a condescending idiot. All right? It's not helpful, I promise. Let's get busy. So when they're making these tractors, they just weren't thinking about battery replacement so much. I'll show you what kind of pinch I have to get the battery out. It's a pain in the butt. It's not just like unbolting, lifting out, and putting a new battery in. I'll show you. So the battery is in this metal box. I have to take this nut off and drop this. I have to take this bar, which is the starter bar, pull a pin right here and slide it out and get both of these out of the way. Then unbolt the battery box on both sides. There's a bolt here and a bolt on the other side, and slide that whole compartment out, drop the new battery in, slide it back in, and then hook up our battery terminals. And they look pretty decent, not too bad. All right, we've got our piece of technical equipment, a nice pair of pliers here, and we'll just start disassembling really quickly. It might not be too awful bad. There we go. I really enjoy doing this kind of stuff. It just, putting stuff together, taking it apart, seeing how it works, really, it's just fun to me. It's just entertaining and fun. I'd rather be doing this than sitting on the couch watching TV or something stupid like that. So let's see what we got here. Looks like that bar comes up. Let's take our battery loose with our fancy tool here. Our universal battery removal tool is a nice pair of cobalt pliers. Let's get this guy out. Guys, I was supposed to do a video with the jump box right here. I was supposed to do a video with that today. This was our day sponsor for today, so bye-bye. Day sponsor or not. Companies send stuff to me to show on the vlog sometimes. Sometimes they're awesome products, and sometimes they're just junk. And that was junk. I ain't gonna show it to you. Come on out of there, buddy. This is still my dad's tractor, guys. I did put it up for sale on one of the previous videos. While I'm taking this apart, might as well talk about it. Put it up for sale in one of the previous videos, and folks are saying I've got it way overpriced. Doing a little bit of research here. I think a realistic price is about $1,500 bucks, which is what my dad paid for it. I don't know, 35, 40 years ago. So really hasn't appreciated in value too much, but that seems to be the fair price for it. So that's what we'll take, is $1,500 bucks for it. But in the meantime, I'm gonna get it running. All right, moment of truth. We got the battery in. We're gonna shoot a shot of starter fluid up into the air filter, up into the carburetor area, and we're gonna give her a tug. Now, I made sure this thing's in neutral, and I'm where I can jump back. Now, it might run over the camera, but we'll see. She's turning over, and I can smell fuel, I can see fuel. Let's see. Sounds a little different. I smell fuel. I don't know. We're gonna keep on cranking on her. I don't want to burn the starter up, so I gotta pay attention to what the heck I'm doing here, okay? One more shot of starter fluid. If I needed 2 people here, one to spray that starter fluid in. Trying to fire. Let's see what we got here. Come on, baby. You can do it. Oh, come on, baby. Pouring gas out like a mojo out of this carburetor. Are we stuck? Are you stuck down here? Give her another tug. Come on, baby. I love you. Don't do me dirty. We got one wire disconnected down here, and it might be the problem. Well, we're gonna have to live to fight another day, guys. I can't seem to put my finger on it. I don't have spark, okay? So it's turning over good. I'm getting fuel. I don't have spark. Let me show you the 2 wires that I have questions about, and I'll tell you a little bit about what's going on, and maybe you guys can leave me a comment down there and help me get this guy started. We're gonna go over to a friend of mine who has a bunch of these old Super A's and just look around and see if there's anything that we can see that's blatantly out of place. But let me show you what we got here. So I guess this is the coil pack or the point system here, and I'm not getting any voltage out of any of the sparks. I took a spark plug out, it's not sparking. I'm not getting any voltage coming out right here. I'm getting a tiny bit of voltage when I turn the key on, like 0.32 volts or something right here. So it seems as though I'm not getting voltage where I should be right here. I took a jumper from the battery over here, right to there, to see if I could give it charge while I tried to start it. It didn't do anything, didn't make any difference. The plug wires are pretty old. The plugs look pretty good. I pulled the plugs and they look all right. So I really don't know. Over here on the other side, I'll show you what we've got. So over here on this side, I have my generator system, okay? And I have a wire that's jumpered from here to here. This is my voltage regulator, I do believe. And then a wire that's jumpered from the other side to here. I'll get you a better shot up top. So hopefully you can see this. So this wire jumps to this side of the voltage regulator, and this side of the voltage regulator goes to there. Now, there is a loose wire. This wire right here is loose. It has constant power on it. Whether the key is on or not, it has constant power on it. I have hooked it to here, I have hooked it to here, and I have hooked it to here via a little jumper that I made, and it makes no difference whatsoever. So I am totally puzzled. I took the filter box off. I sprayed a little bit of starter fluid in here as we tried to start it to make sure it wasn't a fuel issue. It's getting fuel. Fuel's not the issue, it's spark. So I'm a little bit disappointed in myself. Normally I can pretty much figure out most anything, but if something's bad here, then I don't know. I don't know if it has to do with that wire that's not hooked up. Maybe phoning a friend on this one, maybe calling my tractor buddy and having him come over here and just taking a look at it and see if he can get it running. You know, it's probably not worth any more running than it is not running. I'd say it's probably worth about 1,500 bucks, but you know, it's just kind of a personal challenge. So if you guys have any comments, if you have any ideas, post them down there in the comments, and we'll talk to you next time on Stoney Ridge Farm Channel. I appreciate you. Pound that like button, and please subscribe and click the little bell icon. It'll notify you when I post a new video. We ain't gonna let this tractor beat us. All right, see you next time.
Well, come on down to the Stoney Ridge, bring your